We learned the E-shaped bar chord the other day. Remember that? E shape? Move it up. Make F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. It's shaped like an E. Let's do the other one now. The other main chord shape for rock and roll. I call this the A chord shape. It's shaped like an A. You know A. A bunch of business at the 2nd fret. I use middle ring pinky. Sometimes people have you do like this triangle, which I think is weird, but I am learning to accept it. Some books will say index middle ring. I don't really like that, but you could do it if you want. For rock and roll business, you might want to just use your index. Laying flat at the 2nd fret on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, letting the 1st string be open. Now, let's turn it into a bar chord. For this maneuver, let's try, I'm going to try a little experiment. I'm going to do middle ring pinky. That's my preferred. I'm going to take it up 1 fret. That's a cool sound. We could keep moving that up and get a few good chords. Most of them sound pretty good. I suspect this one will be pretty dissonant. The problem is moving that up with a bar chord, these fingers are going to collapse. You're not going to be able to keep that shape. So the way I'm going to recommend is use your ring finger. Come on up. So you can see my fingers bent, curved back, which is maybe not easy, but don't worry about it. We're going to work around that if it's a problem. Just work on bringing that up and see what happens. Some of them sound lousy. Don't worry about that. Let's turn it into the bar chord. You can probably predict what's going to happen next. Yeah, we're going to do a B flat here at the 1st fret and 3rd fret. Index finger is pretty straight, laying across 1st fret. Then ring finger is really flat across the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. We're going to concentrate on the 4 middle strings. Wonderful. If you take it up 1 fret, you have a B. And again, just try to hit the 4 middle strings. Don't worry about the 1st string too much. You can also hit just 2 strings, or 3, or 4, maybe 5. Ooh, I'm having a little trouble. No problem, I'm not worried about it. 1 more fret is C. Here, I've let my 1st finger cover the 6th string at the 3rd fret. That's a G, which would be a 5th interval, so we call it a C chord with a G bass note, C/G. So if you hit the 2 or 3 big strings, maybe 3 or 4, it's still a C chord, you just got a G bass note. That's not going to hurt it. It might make it a little muddy, but it might make it more thick and cool. So you can experiment with hitting, your 5th string or the 6th string when you strum down. Hit as many strings as you think is good. Go up 1 more fret, you got C sharp. 1 more fret is D. 1 more fret is D sharp or E flat. 1 more fret is a E. So when I say, hey, how many E chords can you play? I would consider that the 2nd one. Go like. Know those 2 chords. There's your E. 1 more fret is F. F sharp or G flat. G. G sharp, A flat, and A. And you can keep going. That's a high F. So if anybody asks, can you play, how many F chords can you play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or more. Now, that's, if you already know this, great. Make sure you know the names of them and what fret they're on, and you can find them instantly without having to stop and hunt for them. That should be any basic guitar player's goal, is to know those with no hesitation. Another thing we got to do is hop from the first basic bar chord, the E shape, over to the A shape. They have to go back and forth. Oh no, it's a story. I remember my neighbor, Big Al Woolridge, said, hey, look at this album. These girls are 15 years old. And I'm like, there's no way. It was the Runaways. And I go, there ain't no band of girls that are 15. He showed me the album. I'm like, holy smokes, look at those girls. They look cool. And they did look cool. And he put the record on. I didn't really get the music that much, but I remember the song Cherry Bomb was like this. Cherry Bomb. I'm like, that's pretty dumb. I was probably 15 or 14, but hey, the song is still known. I mean, I could do that. It was child's play. So here's another example. Like, soon after that, we got probably the Boston album. Something like that, For More Than a Feeling. Oh, here's another one that was popular around then. Check this out. Maybe it's this. Yeah, man, it's just basic dum-dum rock and roll, garage level, teenage super destructo rock and roll. Here's another example of that style, which I like to. Now, see, I don't know just ancient songs. I know the cool new stuff. I know songs. Oh, here's another example, like something like Louie Louie or Wild Thing. So we're just moving back and forth. When you move back and forth, watch my ring finger. It just rolls. It just snaps to the ground and springs right back. Watch my middle finger. What does it do? Not much. It just picks up a little bit. Pinky kind of gets out of the way. So most rock and roll songs that are worth a ding dang darn are going to use those 2 bar chords. Unless, you got something with alternate tuning or something beyond what I can comprehend or think about. That's cool. I don't care. But, as far as like playing a gig, most of the time you're doing rhythm guitar. This will help you so you can play in all keys. So you can play, in the key of E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and E. So you should have those, I don't know what you call it. It's a fundamental basic thing that you just got to know. Well, that's about it for now, but just want to make sure everybody has those two basic bar chords under control, or you're working on them. They can be really frustrating the first, the first couple of weeks you play these, but if you hit them every day, you'll really see progress. If you only play them like once a month, it's just going to be starting over every time. It's going to be frustrating. You're not going to make any progress. So you really got to dig in and learn these. These are foundation things that any rock and roll song is going to have a couple of bar chords. Let's see if I can think of one more. Sure. How about? I know all the good stuff, so that's horrible. All right, you get the idea. You probably know better songs than I do, because mainly I just work on my own songs, or these fundamentals, or just practicing, or songs I got to do in a band. So I don't really chase down all the cool songs like you probably do. Oh, what if you play in some Ramones? Yeah, man. I know the cool stuff, though. I was kidding. All right, guys. Hit those crazy bar chords and get them down. Don't be messing around. No new guitars until you've got those bar chords down. Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by. Let me know what you think.